Oh, good morning. Why don't I just use the worst camera possible to make a vlog? For some reason, I can never find my glasses, but right now, I have all three pair in bed with me. They're all exactly the same. One might have different magnification. I don't know. I like these though. I get my glasses at the dollar store because I drop and lose and sit on them and sleep on them, etc., etc. I like filming with a bad camera. I'm gonna wash my sheets. They feel really clean today. I like how this looks, but it's time, and I want to wash my towels, so it's a good little, it's a linen day. I'm not gonna wash the bedspreads though, but that has to happen one day soon. They don't do that in hotels, you know. Hotels are dirty. You know, there's lots of things they tell you you're not supposed to do, especially if you're a minimalist. There's all these rules. Minimalists always drink coffee. I never drank coffee in my life. Maybe I definitely, I like coffee. Ice cream tastes good. Oh, I check my phone as soon as I wake up, and I take my phone to bed with me. That's something, that's a no. But I actually don't really check my phone. I always use my laptop over my phone too, because the screen on the phone, maybe again, that's like, I don't know, there's just not a lot of real estate. I'm like, I always had like an external monitor, which I don't do that now. I just use a small little laptop, but I love that. I'd love to have more desk space, the better, more room, open space. It's what I want everywhere in my life, because there's too much to organize. So you got to organize with real estate. Like, I try to say this all the time. I am a minimalist. I just live out of one small room here, basically. Everything else is just, I like to live in an environment that I can control. And when I can't control something, I have to get out of, this isn't working. When I can't control something, I have to shut it out, which I guess is an issue in its own right. Wash your pillowcases right side out, because that's where your skin touches them. But if you're going to hang them to dry, hang them inside out, so that anything that falls on them, like dust and stuff, will accumulate on the part that doesn't touch your skin. I guess when you're folding them to put them in the linen closet, also put them inside out, so the part that's exposed doesn't touch your skin. Am I going to do the bed making video today, or I'm going to do more rules of how I'm different from everyone else? I might have made this video before, I'm not sure. I also keep a blanket as an underpad. Of course, you have to occasionally wash that too. I mean, people don't wash their mattresses, but I vacuum my mattress. I don't have time to wash all of these things today, so just the sheets and the towels. It's really killing me not to make my bed right now. I should deal with that and the closet. I don't take things when I go out to the thrift store, but I've got bags and bags. It's so messy in my closet because I piled up stuff. There's also boxes of books that I haven't decided what exactly I'm going to do with them. But I figure I could just like put them in the basement and decide later, and then I could, if I really don't need them. I also have DVDs and CDs. I mean, lots of people, most people have gotten rid of those already, but I like some of the special features on the DVDs. And they do mean a lot to me, but I could go through them and really pick the things that are super important to me. That's something that I could do. Now that it's years later since I've even accessed them. Right? Oh, maybe that says it all, right? No, but I have access. Oh no, it's just so hard to put a CD in. I'd rather just bring up a media file that I have, and I probably have downloaded most of the movies that I have on DVD anyway. It's good. The CDs though are a different story, because I will, when I get a new computer, I'll bring out the library and put them in. I haven't got a new computer in a long time, but that's something that has to happen sometime soon. It's nice. It's really hot out. I want to put up... Oh, I already said I want to deal with it. I could put those boxes back where they're supposed to be if I'm not doing that. I did lower a lot of prices on eBay for things that I'm selling, and it actually, well, it worked for one item. I got $500 instantly. So that's good. I'm going to open up this window because I should. And then also, that's something that I wanted to do. I'm going to close this window and I'm going to go get the hose, because my window is especially dirty because I always have the lights blaring like this, these big white bright studio lights on, so when they're on at night, that's where things accumulate. So I got lots of cobwebs and animals trying to get in, and they do, which they didn't as much this year, thanks to maybe my blue light that I showed you in the last video here. I don't want to shake it around. I didn't turn this on last night. And also, I guess cracks in the screen, or, it's a very big screen, so I don't know, I'm gonna go outside and hose it. Maybe you want to join me? Yeah, it is a nice day and it's warm, and I'm not gonna take this out. I can only really do stationary videos with this camera, so I guess I'll grab the other camera, which can be dangerous because I should clean the pool today too. Dangerous to bring the camera in because the hose leaks and be spraying all over the place, but let's go do it. I'll show you from afar. The yard is kind of a disaster. I can't keep up with the debris. Ow! These are they chestnuts? They keep falling from the tree, and the squirrels keep bringing them into the driveway and making piles of this mess along with the leaves and everything. It's a disaster. Ugh. The pool cable is all patchy. I probably have to get a new one of them. I have to get all new pool equipment because it's all falling apart. I have it all like taped together. But that's the window. And that's what I gotta see if the hose will reach that. I don't know if you can see this. You can't make a tripod like that. Here, that's good. way better than getting a ladder, I would say. Or just clean this pool. What the? It's a mess already. It's what happens in the fall. Let's touch back on... I think it's hot. I think I am going in. Not very sunny, but... Let's touch back on the comment about the phone and the computer thing. I guess I don't look at the things that upset people when they wake up in the morning. I don't go to Twitter. I don't listen to news. Those aren't things that interest me. So, where am I going with this? I look at things that excite me, that I'm passionate about. Say, what's new in the world of toys? What's new in what are some great pictures I can look at? I mean, like anyone, I can go on Instagram and feel bad about myself because everybody's a supermodel and has, fantastic abs and all that stuff. But for the most part, I'm inspired by beautiful things. So yeah, it doesn't affect me. And then that's a choice too, right? You choose what affects you. However, that goes back to the whole TV thing, where I was always a big condoner. In the 80s, people were saying, oh, the TV is the devil, it's demons. But I would say it depends on what you look at. It's all in the choice of what you choose to watch. If you're watching the nature of things, then you're learning stuff and it's educational, and you watch maybe like dramas that are thought-provoking. Like, that's why I love David E. Kelly and his legal dramas, because they turned facts around, and manipulating facts depending on, I don't know, like whatever the law does. Anyway, really made me really smart, didn't it? But it did kind of, in retrospect now, I look back that I don't have a grasp on love and society, because that's all I know from relationships, and relationships on television and movies are too perfect. Like, even when they're imperfect, they're perfect. But I'm happy, as TV is my family and my friends. So that's, seriously, like, that's enough for me. And everyone tells you that that's not healthy, and that you need love and support and people in your life to make you happy and joyous. I mean, I get your comments, and that's good enough, but I don't know. I don't want anyone getting too close, especially you guys, because you guys are as weird as I am. And are you like somebody from television? No, you're not. You're not perfect and beautiful. I'm not perfect and beautiful. I mean, maybe I can be a little bit more so with the correct lighting. I mean, because this is a two-dimensional world you're watching. So, as much as I try to be authentic and show my real self and everything that's real, and actually I try to show the worst parts of my life, because, I don't know, I just think that's more authentic. But however, that comes off wrong on the screen. Where was I going with this? Where do I get back to from this? I might be living in some kind of delusional fantasy world, but I'm not hurting anyone, and it does make me happy, and I love visiting my friends over at, Cajun Fish Law Firm every once in a while. Every Christmas, I like them to come visit, and we spend Christmas together and whatnot. So there you go. I'm experimenting with what can go on the new shelf. Right now it looks like an Instagram girl's baby's room. But maybe that's what I'll use it for. That's stuff I need for. It's hard to explain. As much as I need that, right? Back to outdoors though, because I'm gonna clean the pool, go for a swim. That'll be fun.
and my laundry will be done in an hour and 15 minutes.
There's a lot of chlorine in here, but it was turning green. There was a green patch where there's some algae the last time, so I did fix that. I scrubbed it. I really chlorinated it, so that part's good. I just gotta clean it now. I guess it's not. I don't want to go into a chemical-laden, chlorinated pool, but I guess that's better than going into a bacteria-full pool. But yeah, I got some work here to do. I probably shouldn't be outside when when it's so quiet inside. I should be taking advantage of that. But these are things that have to get done, and it's a nice day. And I skimmed the top and cleaned the filter, and now I'm going to vacuum. So what's up with that? I hope that these things flying around aren't mosquitoes. I haven't gotten a good look at one. I don't like having bites on me. There's lots of things that I wanted to tell you. I have to remember to pick up the camera as soon as I want to tell you something, because then I forget. One thing was that I am grateful that I did choose to do things the way that I did them. That I didn't, work so hard that caused myself to have a mental breakdown and am completely miserable with my life. Which I think is what most people do. I mean, people work how it's set up. I mean, it's set up in quite a good balance. I guess it was until recent inflation years. But people worked really, really hard, and then they retired and had a great life. I pretty much retired my whole entire life. And yeah, why didn't I have that motivation to have, oh, I need to keep up. I need to have a car. I need to have a house. And I think that's what motivates people right out of high school even. That's why they go into college, and they're choosing this career so they can have the house and the car and the kids and the... Didn't even faze me. I just said, yeah, that'll come. I'll get that stuff. Never worked for it. Now it's too late. People don't like when I say that, but I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. It's too... I mean, I don't care or want it. Yeah. Do I want it? Sure, I would love to have a little kid to play with, but that didn't sound good. I wanted to watch the Michael Jackson documentaries, the HBO ones that came out in 2019. Again, I those that documentary and then the Oprah episode afterwards is so good. It's so well done. It reminds me a lot of my life, even though I was so bad. Even though I wasn't molested. But there's so many, which isn't funny, obviously. But the way, especially in the vapid industries that I worked in, you get that people treat you in a certain way, and then they just throw you away afterwards. That's what I got out of it. And also, which maybe I do that. No, I don't do that. I mean, I do throw people away, but I don't really throw them away. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I throw people away. I just shut them out. But I'm also something I'm still a little kid. Like, I never grew up. I took on so much responsibility as a kid, and I was responsible my whole entire life. It's just in the most recent years that I mean, that was kind of a mistake. That was a mistake, that I was so responsible my whole entire life. And I stopped being responsible in recent years out of, I think, I don't want to blame it on anyone or not blame it on myself, but out of example, like the people who I was surrounding myself with weren't caring about finances or anything. So, which is a lesson I needed because I cared too much. But I'm 360 again. It's gonna work. It's working out. It's working out. It's working out. It's working out. I did everything right. I did everything right. I did everything right. That's me realizing. That's not me putting words into my brain either. I made myself a little wet. It's like almost showering or bathing, so I'm a little bit presentable now. I remember falling to my knees in the parking lot of a corporate job that I did have once. I did it for my own dramatic purposes, mind you. Didn't really have a breakdown, I guess, but maybe when people do things like that for dramatic purposes, they are having a breakdown. Like, no one was around or anything. I just felt like doing it, and I couldn't do it anymore. And it was on the low end, a semi-corporate low end of being corporate. I don't want to work for anyone anymore, and I don't think I will. I mean, I also don't mind if I had a really, like, should I use the word menial job, like just some kind of labor job, like stockroom. I would do that, or something where you could just do it. And I like doing mindful time. Remember, I like doing house chores. I guess I could be a, what do you call that? A house husband? Be really good at that. And lots of people want those. I don't understand why that's not an option for me. Very strange. I guess I have to have rules too. I can't just be a house husband for anyone, you know? Has to be someone. When I do things for people, which is my pattern. I haven't done it in a while, which is great. Oh yeah, that's the whole thing that I wanted to talk about in this video. That's kind of what this whole video was supposed to be about. So, will I remember what I'm talking about now? I become really, this isn't the part, and hopefully I'm going to remember. Now I already forgot what the whole video is supposed to be, but hopefully this triggers it again. When I become friends with someone, or it's based on me helping them, being useful to them, and I eventually maybe it's a two-way street, but I think they're just looking for friendship, but I do things for people. Like I can't help but fix things and do all kinds of things, but I get used up. Even maybe they're not even asking me to do these things, but in relationships and even in friendships, I get used up very quickly. Oh, almost had the trigger of what this video is, but oh yeah, I stopped being considerate. I'm always really considerate, and it's always been my downfall. Like, it is why I haven't lost my phone in a long time. Knock on cement and steel. There's no wood around. Recently, and probably, is it the past week? Is it the past 2 weeks? I'm not it's not easy for me not to care. Like when I'm at the supermarket and I am done at checkout, but I haven't put the stuff in my bags yet. I don't like grab all my stuff and try to get out of the way so the next person can shop. I'm trying. I do still do that, mind you, but I try to take it a little slower, put the stuff in a little bit, like at a pace. I mean, it takes me longer than most people. I guess that is kind of the reason why I do it, because I am such a perfectionist, and I just don't throw things in a bag. I want them not to break or bend, or depending on what the item is. And you have to bring your own bags. Bringing your own bags is the bane of my. We'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna live for myself. I'm not gonna care too much about how something I'm doing affects someone else, because I've been doing that my whole life, and it's a learned behavior. Like, it's embarrassing when somebody points out to you that you've inconvenienced them. But I'm constantly inconvenienced because I follow these rules, like do unto others as you'd have done unto you. I do that all the time, but it's not working for me. So, like, I still have a kind heart. I'm still going to do things with consideration, but I can't let it stand. I have to balance it out more differently, and I can't let if it's going to make my life happier and easier, then I'm going to maybe inconvenience somebody, because they don't care about me. That's the thing. I would judge someone who does this, and I do, and maybe that's why I don't do it. But maybe this will help me not judge people too, who if I'm doing it, if I'm not worrying about everyone else around me, or considering everyone else around me, maybe I'll learn a lesson there. And that I was going somewhere else with that. It started out as a house husband, but there was something else going on there. There's something about cleaning, I feel. I don't know. We'll get back to it. The pool water's quite cold, but it's refreshing because it is so muggy today. I'm just saying that. I mean, every time I make a vlog, it's great. I'm just I feel really good, even more so than before. I mean, every day has always been better than the last, and I make sure that it is. And cicadas are hissing. I mean, come on. Come on, I'm the poor little rich boy. I love when the pool is clean. I get so much pleasure out of the bottom being spotless and it just being blue and clean and perfect. Perfect seems to be a ongoing theme for my whole life. I mean, my perfect isn't even that perfect, so I like the beauty and inconsistency. I just want things to be orderly and clean. Yeah. I am very wabi-sabi. I feel so extra happy today. Everything's working out. Everything is exciting. I love the food I'm eating recently. I bought juices to drink. I haven't been drinking enough water, and I haven't been wanting to drink water. Very strange for me, because I've always, my whole life, like, gotta drink the water, gotta drink the water. But I bought juice. Like, I talk about green juices a lot in my videos. Like, that is what I would do. Green juice is expensive. It's also hard to make yourself. I mean, if you buy some two cucumbers and some carrot sticks and some, I don't know. Normally, if I was to get it, what's in it? Kale, cucumbers, and it would be 100% kale juice. Celery. I would want it to be just green. You could put some lemon in it if you want to, but I don't need that. A lot of people need to sweeten it with fruit, not me. I love the taste of just green juice. And then I want to save the pulp too when I make it. Nonetheless, I had a coupon to buy these, and when I looked at the ingredients on all of the regular juices on the stand to grab something fast one day when I was trying to be good and not go to the discount baked goods section to get cheap baked goods, I thought about, maybe they have green juice. I knew that they'd have apples in it or something, because they usually do. But then I found a garden cocktail, and I looked at all of the ingredients on all of the different vegetable cocktails, and this one was pretty good. I mean, there's vinegar in it, which was a little refined, but there's no sugar, or I can't look at it right now without my glasses, but there's not, it's vegetables. This has 2 servings of vegetables, which doesn't seem like very much, and it's probably more sugar than you need to, but it's not very sweet. There's no added sugar to it. It would just be from the tomatoes and the carrots, which is vegetables. And then what else? I've been eating my pineapple. I've been eating carbohydrates, which I never did. It's not affecting me, mostly probably because I'm not getting very many calories. Like, I'm eating a lot of oatmeal and a lot of pineapple, and there's more sugar. Pineapple is usually the only canned fruit. I mean, that's in it's in pineapple juice. Like, it's just pineapple and pineapple juice. Normally you're in a light syrup, or even when you use fruit juice, it's going to be really concentrated apple juice. So I'd say, my guess, from my knowledge and years and life and eating health food, is that canned pineapple would probably be the best fruit you could get. Also, it's got digestive enzymes in it. Pineapple is good. Now, it's probably it's not organic pineapple. I'm doing the best I can with what I can do. And I think pineapples are heavily pesticided, but I don't know. I'm afraid to look that up. But okay, anyway, so pineapple, it's just pineapple, the one ingredient. So pineapple and oatmeal, so that's a meal of 2 ingredients. Sometimes I'll add cinnamon and sea salt and maybe some ginger, and when I'm feeling spicy, some ginger and nutmeg. Oh, but that's great. That pineapple upside down cake every day I am loving that. My can collection is getting huge. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with those, but they just look real nice up there on the shelf. I can't wait to sell those. So, I don't care about selling the ones in the brown paper parcels all tied up with string. They look nice. But the ones at the top, can't wait till they're sold. So then I think I just lowered the price significantly on those. So come and get them, Mutu fans. Oh yeah, what else am I eating? I'm going to try potatoes. I bought 1 bag. Potatoes are on sale again. They're white potatoes. I said in my last video that they are really hurting my stomach. But also, I probably shouldn't be eating 10 huge potatoes. Like, it's a lot of potatoes. So I have some carrots too. I'm going to roast some. I'll probably do that. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably roast some carrots and potatoes today and have those. But there's also, what else do I have that I want to eat? And I do have 1 meal a day. Well, 1 very long meal a day, I've been starting at 4 and ending at probably around. This is true. It's probably true. 10? That's 8, 10, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How do I eat for 5 hours straight? Now my battery's going dead on the camera. I guess I got 1 day of not even 1 day of shooting, because I did do one. I don't know, if I took this with me, I am going to have to buy batteries for this. I'll have to start recording with my computer again, but I'll stop this now. But I forget else what I was. Popcorn. I've been eating popcorn, and again, just pineapple, and I put popcorn, and I put coconut oil on it, and I use coconut. I have coconut oil already. I don't really believe in eating vegetable oils, but I put coconut oil all over my body and my hair. That's why I own coconut oil. So I've been putting it on popcorn instead of buying olive oil or any other. You can season pineapple or popcorn. Why do I keep saying that? Popcorn with water, or I've tried even apple cider vinegar, and then I put the seasoning on it, like garlic and sea salt and onion powder. I love putting onion powder and sea salt on my popcorn. And people think that popcorn's not healthy, but it's a natural food. So again, it's a carbohydrate. It's a grain. But I don't know. I've also heard that anything that's puffed is inflammatory. But I don't know. It's a whole natural food. If you're eating whole natural foods, you should be okay. That is the truth. 100%. Don't eat processed foods, and you're good to go.
This is my third towel of the day, and the first time that I'm wearing one of my dollar store towels, which cost $4. I had to just take a shower just in case that chlorine was dangerous to have it on my skin. So yeah, towel number 1 to make the bed in the morning. Towel number 2 had chlorinated water all over it, and it's not one that I don't think I'm going to keep. I think I'm going to keep these ones instead. And I think I'm done with those. I mean, well, I don't really. You probably shouldn't get rid of towels, because you can always use them for rags or something. Though, even though it's not in my regular rotation, this one seems to be the perfect thickness for wearing around the house for me. Again, they're cheaper to buy at IKEA, though. Instead of buying them at the dollar store, they're even cheaper to get towels at IKEA. But then I would confuse the ones that I use on rotation every day. Not that that matters. So that stuff's drying. The bed, instead of putting on, I have 2 sets of sheets. I have like a crisper cotton one, and then I have a flannel one. And it's still a little, I don't know. The flannel one is made with linen. I just don't, sometimes I feel like having cozy bed sheets. Sometimes I feel like having crisper bed sheets. Most of the time I like having crisp, stiff bed sheets. Not something that works in a relationship or what other people like, but I do like stiff as a board bed sheets. I'm not going to be starching my sheets or anything like that. But also, usually I just rotate them while I'm washing one. I'll make my bed, but it's so much easier. Wait, maybe it's not. Because when I fold my sheet, I have the fold down the middle. And then so I know, luckily on my bed, I have middle posts that tell me where the center is. So I always have that line in the sheets. So I always know where the middle of the top sheet goes. And now I won't. But I also have a trick for that too. I fold the sheet or the blanket, whatever's going on the bed, in 2, and then I put it the fold at the middle of the bed, and I flip it over. Making your bed is an art form. I am going to do a bed making tutorial. I actually watched one. That's also something I want to mention on here. Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before. I woke up and I put on, I don't know how it happened, a book binding tutorial, and I just watched one. They were like 45 minutes long, people binding books. I watched at least 3 in a row of people binding books, and I loved it. However, I don't want to do. I mean, I do want to bind a book, but because of how long it took. Like, that was just 45 minutes of the stuff that they showed you. There was the waiting and they fast forwarded through some of the gluing and stuff. I think I'd rather just put a paper cover on my books, and I do that sometimes, so that the spine is like has a craft paper binding. I did that in high school. I covered all my books. Holy, what a nerd. I wasn't really a nerd though, because I didn't study, but I read in a book when I was a kid, Make School Your Job, and it worked. It got me through it anyway. I came home, I pretended it was my job. For the harder science classes, I would just redo my notes in the computer, so I'd have them all typed up. I wonder if I mentioned this before. So I would enter them in the computer and then print them out, and I would do all the diagrams, and people would look at my notes and go, what? So, and I enjoyed doing that. I would bring my notes home, put them in the computer, type them all out, draw the diagrams and the notes, and that was enough to make me remember the stuff. So at least enough to pass without studying, because I never studied for any tests. Because I never did anything that I never wanted to do. Spoiled little brat. But you do find compensations. I think it's beginning to rain. Great. Right after I clean the pool. When it rains, that messes the pool up so much. But I had a really nice time outside. Did I come on here and tell you how grateful I was? I'm grateful for the food I'm eating. I'm grateful that it's been so quiet around the house recently. I'm grateful that, I mean, I made $500 yesterday. If I could make $500 a day, that would be pretty good. Yeah, I could deal with that. Did I make it yesterday or last night? I don't know. Yeah, I like how things are coming together around here. Like, I have floor space. I like that I haven't gone shopping in so long. It's been a long time since I've gone shopping. I mean, I went shopping yesterday and I bought those wooden animals at the dollar. Unfortunately, there's a dollar store across the street from me. But I mean, it's not. I didn't go to the big malls. I didn't go to Walmart, and I added that to my cart of walnuts. That's something. I bought some walnuts at the dollar store yesterday. They come in pre-packaged, so I don't eat too many of them too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times $1. Oh no, 5, because I already had one of those. 5 times $1.50. That's what I paid for the animals. So that was some money that I spent on things. I also bought a cable for my computer and microphone. That was at the grocery store. It was a USB-C cable, which I needed. So I did buy some things, and then everything else I bought was food. And I did check the store to see if they had toys. They didn't have any toys, but I find toys sometimes that I like, but I don't buy them because I'm being a lot. I'm excited about getting rid of all the toys. Not all the toys. And it gets easier the more things you get rid of, if you've ever gotten rid of things before. Covering myself. The more things you get rid of, the easier it is to do it. I've done this before. When I had to move, or for compromises for being in relationships. And it gets easier when you're getting rid of stuff. But I want the toys out. The toy room might not even exist one day. Like, I might not even have any. It might be a whole other empty room because there won't be any toys in it. Because I might get rid of everything. It makes me really excited. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. Is it time for dinner? Has it happened yet? No, it's only 2. Garbage goes out. Damn, I would have put the garbage out while I was outside. I'll have to go outside again. Maybe I'll jump in the pool again later. These are the last days of summer, and it is muggy today. What a great day! I think I am gonna have a juice right now because I should have water. I'm gonna make myself drink a glass of water. Then I'm gonna drink that liter of juice. I guess it's just under a liter. I don't know what that is in ounces, guys. Guys, oh, I don't like that. I've been watching people vlogging and really noticing their you guys's. Hey, you guys. I mean, nobody likes that, but I especially don't like that. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a separate video on. Yeah, I wanted to make a separate video on YouTube algorithms and stuff. Maybe that'll be the one video that'll actually go slightly viral for me, so I can at least get 1,000 subscribers on this channel, because that has to happen. Because I think this is the vlogging I always wanted to do. I just never did it. But I also like toys too, so that's why I started a toy channel. That did not go well. Again, I better save that for another video. Why my toy channel is such a failure. Oh, saying negative things. But I mean, it is, but there's reasons for it, and that's what the video would be about. Like, it's on purpose, kind of. I think I should stop. I don't know. I have a whole day ahead of me, so this vlog will not stop now. People always talk about how bad apple cider vinegar tastes, and I love it. I put it on all my food. I love to drink it in water, but recently they have been out of this. This is Canadian local grocery store made brand, and sometimes you think that it's the same thing. The bottle's the same. Sometimes they do slap different labels on it, but the Bragg's one, which I've never been a big fan of Bragg's because they make their thing that they call Bragg's. It's basically monosodium glutamate, which is supposed to be bad anyway. And then they're making monosodium glutamate and calling it healthy. I think that's called Bragg's. But anyway, they also make apple cider vinegar, and this does taste like ass. I do not like this at all. I mean, it tastes fine if I'm putting it on food, or like, yeah, that's fine. But if I'm putting it in water, I like this. And in Phil Singer's, I think, is the brand in Canada. I don't know. I would not buy, if you're in the States, Bragg's I know is an American company, so that is, it's imported here. So I would buy like a more local company that makes apple cider vinegar. It's probably going to taste better. It tastes like, but maybe you like beer, because that's what this tastes like. Really, just thinking about it is gross, but I love this. This is like putting lemon juice, to me, in slightly apple flavored. It doesn't really taste like apples. It's made from apples, but yeah, it tastes like lemon juice in water or more flavor. Also, sour is supposed to stop sugar cravings, so it's also a tip for stopping your sugar cravings, which is something that I have. Carbohydrate cravings, but now I'm catering to my carbohydrates, which I never did. Unprocessed, raw carbohydrates. I don't boil my oatmeal. I just eat. That's my water running. I'm going to drink a glass of water. Am I going to put apple cider vinegar in it? No, because after I drink my water, I'm going to have my delicious flavored tomato juice.